Hey, yo, what's happening? It's 38 Spesh, man. Trust come first, man. Rochester, New York. Make sure y'all check me out on the Bootleg Kev podcast. Trust.
Bootleg Cat Podcast, special guest in here. Cyrus, can we get this man a nice ashtray?
A nice ashtray,
Right,
please.
there's one right there. Let's get him an ashtray. All right, we got 38 Spesh in here.
Yes, sir.
38 Spesh, we have to provide you with an ashtray for the fire weed that you have been given.
I appreciate that. It is some great weed, man.
Yeah, my guy's high as giraffe pussy right now.
Yes, I am.
Welcome, man. It's good to see you, bro. First of all, I just want to salute you, man. I've been a fan for a long time. You've definitely been grinding over a decade, I feel like.
Definitely.
What are we talking, 15 years now?
About that. Yeah, about 15.
Because what year did you have to go sit down? Was that like 2010?
That was 2009. 2009
yeah.
or some shit. Yeah, 09.
Yeah. Was it hard when you, because like, I feel like you were buzzing and then obviously you had to go sit down.
That was horrible, man. Hell yeah, it was fucking hard.
Do you almost feel like there was like was there something positive you could have took out of that? Like maybe you weren't ready for the shine that was coming at the time?
Looking back now, definitely I had a lot more living to do. You know what I mean? A lot of more things to experience. I had to get more of an understanding of business. I realized I ain't want to come in the game that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to be that kind of artist. You know, I wanted to come into the game a certain kind of way, which was going to take a certain kind of route, a certain type of time. So look, I didn't know that at the beginning. You know, I wanted to get right to where I was going right then and there, skip the steps.
Yeah.
But the steps you got to do this shit to make sure that you know, is solid when you get there.
Yep.
So,
Did you feel like, because I feel like sometimes artists make a mistake when they're kind of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out on the rap shit, where it's like, did that force you to kind of really focus on music more, take it a lot more serious when you got out?
Of course, like, I had to make a conscious decision and shit, like, what did I want to do? And prior to me making that decision, I always gave most of my energy to the streets as opposed to music, you know?
Even like the titles of your early projects were like...
Right. Yeah, it was all, you know, out on bail.
Out on bail.
And custody time served.
Right.
And shit like that. 38 laws of powder. And but, yeah, I'm high as fuck. What was the question?
I was just saying, like, you know, obviously a lot of artists come into the game and they have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like, I feel like sometimes you have a humbling experience, like getting locked up, where, you know, might maybe kind of reprioritize how you see things.
Yeah, of course, man. See, like a lot of people, I could cuss, right?
Yeah, of course.
So a lot of motherfuckers is running around taking extreme risks and shit like that because they never suffered any consequences. Mm-hmm. You know, the younger you are, the more wilder you are.
Moving recklessly.
Because, you know, you really ain't experienced any consequences and shit. Me, I'm a person that experienced consequence after consequence, which makes me appreciate not having to face consequences. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So until you experience those consequences, you're not gonna have that same appreciation level. So, you know, I definitely have a high appreciation level from suffering from those consequences. You know what I'm saying? And I had to make a conscious decision, like I was saying, to either take music 110% and give it all and leave that other shit alone, which was a very hard decision because I wasn't in the best position financially.
Right, and that easy money is the easy money.
Right.
Yeah.
And what you know is what you know.
Yeah.
And that's where the sacrifice come in. You know, and I made those sacrifices and it was the best thing that best decision I made for my life. You know what I'm saying? And I made it just by having faith, not really having a complete understanding on how I was going to capitalize or liquidate, but I knew the upside potential as opposed to the upside of potential of the streets.
Right, the potential is like short-term gain, but the long-term shit is jail, death,
right,
incarceration.
We know the results from that.
Right.
It's not, you know, and, you know.
The short-term payoff is great.
Yeah.
Of course.
You know, of course. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that other life, meaning like the music and the music money, just seemed a little more intriguing.
And it's not, there's no, there's really no one way to do it. And I feel like you've done a great job of carving your own way of making, like, I feel like most artists look at the music industry as, okay, I'm going to get in advance. I'm gonna put out music and I'm gonna tour. I'm gonna go do clubs. I'm gonna do shows, as opposed to really turning over every rock. If you have a core fan base, there's ways to monetize that.
It really is and shit. That's what, see, if I was still in the streets, I wouldn't have magnified those opportunities. By me not being in the streets, I really seen that and noticed it.
Right.
So it left up when I was in the streets and relying on other areas, you know, it's easy to leave rocks unturned. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, let me go in and figure out how to make some money in this area, in this area, in this area, because it's all I have.
Yep.
I have no other way.
Yep.
And sometimes you got to put yourself in those positions to where, if you a hustler, then you got to put yourself in a position to where, you know, you have to hustle.
You got to look at your product. I mean, as much as like it's art, but it's also like a business. You're in the music business. And I feel like, especially as an independent artist, it almost expands the way you can make money. If you're signed to a major label, there's so much red tape, anything you want to do. That's to where you could do whatever the fuck you want. You could drop a project for 3 months before it hits DSPs and only your fans get it. You could drop a fucking limited edition vinyl run. You could do whatever
There's
you
so
want.
many things you could do that I figured that out later on.
Right.
But at the beginning of the journey, that's not too like, you know, visible for you.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? So your goals change as you get more knowledge and stuff. At first, I just wanted a deal.
Yeah, of course,
Just
of
wanted
course.
to get
Get
hot,
your
a
advance,
deal,
get hot.
an advance and stuff
Back
like that.
then, that was like definitely still
was the
hard
definitely
radio
the goal.
era. That was kind of the way to go back then.
That was definitely the goal. Like, and I didn't understand that, you know, you didn't need a lot of fans in order to really like get rich.
Facts.
You know,
You need more fans and followers. I would take 500 fans over 1 million followers.
I would definitely take that.
Because 500 fans, when I say fans, are people who will spend money with you. You're gonna be able to pay your bills. You're gonna be able to keep a roof over your head with those 500 people if you do it the right way.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
And you've built I mean, you're up there, man. You're killing it. But yeah, it's wild because I do feel like when you talk to people who've been locked up, they take it as one of two ways. Either one, they come out and they're fucked more, they're institutionalized, or they get humbled and it kind of corrects the path. When you were incarcerated, were you working on your bars in there?
Hell nah.
Nah.
Me, man, I only could move off energy and real life events.
Right.
I can't really like.
You were like unmotivated?
Yeah, I only could write on what I'm doing.
Yeah.
What my life doing. So
Right.
I ain't want to write about being in jail. I knew my shit was natural talent, and when I came home, that I was gonna be able to work. And actually, when I came home, I stepped my shit up even more. You know what I'm saying? As far as my flow and all of that, without having to practice in jail, it's just a natural thing. But I ain't work on nothing in jail.
Yeah. Was there like a scene in prison of like rappers, like people were like kicking ciphers? I mean, obviously you had a name when you were in there. Did people know who you were?
Yeah. Well,
Or I'm sure they found out.
A couple motherfuckers was knowing who I was and shit, because I was still on the come up then.
Right, you were still on the come up for sure.
Yeah, but I would run across a couple spitters and shit. Like, shout out to my homeboy Iron Sheik. He was on the battle scene. Me and him had a few sessions in the yard.
Shout out Iron Sheik.
Yeah, shout out to Iron Sheik and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Facts.
For people who don't know, I feel like a lot of people, if it wasn't Griselda, they discovered Benny through you, and you guys doing the early collab tape. Was that 2015?
Yeah, like the trust tapes and stuff like that. Definitely.
All that early shit. Explain your relation. Obviously, both you guys are from upstate, about an hour apart, Buffalo to Rochester.
45 minutes an hour.
Explain, how did you and Benny end up initially linking up?
I used to go to DJ Shay's studio.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace to DJ Shay. I used to go there to record. That was Benny home studio and like Green and Team Invasion. Shout out to Green Lantern and Team Invasion. They suggested that I go out to Buffalo to record at Shea Spot. So, you know, early in my career, like 2007, I would go out there and just start working on my early mixtapes.
Right.
And then me and Benny would just collab because that was his home studio. So eventually it became my home studio as well. And that's how me and Benny gained that relationship, because I come through there and we just be working and shit, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I started. That's how I met Ben. That's how I met Conway and, you know, the whole
Griselda shit.
Yeah.
I think you guys are synonymous with each other, both of y'all's movements, you know, in terms of like what y'all do with the fans, what y'all do on the business side, like, and then obviously musically, I think you guys are very tied in, man. It's been pretty dope for you just knowing Benny since back then to kind of see everything.
Benny been one of my main motivations on my journey and shit, because it was times that you know, on my journey, I faced so many things that would discourage me from not really, you know, knowing how to capitalize off it, that I would take breaks.
Right.
And watching Benny, he just would keep going. And that was the motivation I needed.
Right.
So when I seen like the response he was getting, that motivated me. It was like, oh, I know it's possible. You know, there's somebody I work with all the time, and I see how they responding to him. So it's like, oh, let me show him what I could do too. If Benny ain't keep working the way he did, I wouldn't have had that motivation or inspiration to really keep going, because, like I said, I wasn't making no money off of it after doing it for 10 years.
Right.
So, you know, once I seen my boy actually getting the respect and the recognition, it was like, oh, okay, we on to something now. And that's when I picked my pen back up and we did Stab and Shot.
That was a great project.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, great project. It's dope because I like to see, I watching you go on your recent run and watching Ransom go on his recent run has been dope to see. And, you know, Ransom, somebody who's on your new project.
Yeah, man.
But he's also somebody who I feel like, you know, is has done a really good job of finessing the independent game to your like using like the positive, because, you know, some, like you said, when you first came into the game, you're trying to get a record deal. I think Ransom is somebody who like is doing a great job of making sure he's super serving his fans, making sure he don't go too long without making sure you hear a project from him or you stay on top. Like, you know what I mean? So it's dope to see both of y'all from that era.
Right.
You know, really, I feel like y'all are really catching your stride right now. Like, it's kind of crazy.
It is crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's really motivational and inspirational to the people that's grinding to let you know not to give up.
Because there's chapters of your guys' careers that are like legendary within themselves. You know what I mean? So it's like just to see 10, 12, 13, 14 years in, both of y'all are fucking hitting your peak. It's like, it's dope. And like you said, it is inspirational, I'm sure, for a lot of artists who can watch and just be like, damn, these dudes is really hitting their stride right now, all these years later. Yeah. We got to stop the interview real quick to tell you about our folks at MyBookie. Ladies and gentlemen, motherfucking NFL season is approaching. It's my favorite time of the year, god damn it. It's good times, and the Rams versus the Bills is happening, kicking off the whole regular season, and there's no way to get ready for that regular season like getting ready for that winning season, all right? I'm talking about putting some motherfucking money in your pocket. You could be a veteran bettor like me, or you could be a first-time bettor and you just want to get a little taste of the action. MyBookie has got you, because right now they got that double deposit bonus. If you sign up at mybookie.ag right now, go to MyBookie. It's quick and easy. Let's say you put $250 in. You get $500 to gamble with. That's right. It's a double deposit bonus, but you have to use the promo code BOOTLEG, BOOTLEG. It's also in the description of this video. You can just click the link and you're in there. So go to mybookie.com, use that double deposit bonus by using the promo code BOOTLEG. You got to register today, use it, and let's get this NFL season fucking cracking. I'm talking, listen, I don't even know the line of the Rams-Bills game. It's about a week, I don't know, and some change away depending on when the fuck you're watching this. But Bills money line, what are we doing? All right, MyBookie, sign up, use that promo code BOOTLEG right now and get that double deposit bonus. If you put in $1,000, you get $2,000 to gamble with. You put $100, you get $200. It's that fucking easy. MyBookie, go run it up. Let's get back to the interview. Would you say that like, obviously you said Benny was a big inspiration, but like just the, you know, I feel like you and Griselda have similar business models in terms of, yo, when we drop, we're going to have the merch, we're going to have the vinyl, we're going to make sure that fans can show up and support us with where it counts. Like, you might not pay for the project, but hey, we got a hoodie, we got a tee. Would you say that, like, with what Griselda kind of did, I don't know who was doing that first, but
well, on the merch side and that whole thing, that was definitely Griselda. They helped introduce the whole formula to how to actually capitalize.
And shout out to Gun, because Gun's the fucking mastermind.
Shout out to Gun, and that's another thing. Like, you know, if Gun ain't really do what he did, you know, I wouldn't have the motivation to really take it serious as well. I had to really see that it was money to be made and really see how to really connect with the people, and Gun figured that out. You know what I'm saying? As far as like how to actually capitalize on the fan base and shit. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the whole Griselda. So that whole formula is that whole independent formula started, you know, with them over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As far as that way.
Of
you
course,
know what I'm
of
saying?
course.
Like definitely.
100%. You also, you know, you're no stranger to doing collab projects. Shout out to my guy Chase Fetty, who's been through here. You guys had a dope project together. Who is on your radar that, like, if there's like a up and coming artist that you're just fucking with, that like if you could do an album with them, who would it be that you respect?
Oh man, let me see, man, because
it could also be an OG, just somebody who you're like, man, if I could do something with this person, it'd be crazy.
Man, I would love to produce an album for the god AZ.
AZ?
Yeah.
Woo.
I would love to produce an album for A. You know what I'm saying?
Brooklyn's finest. Shout out AZ, man.
Yeah, shout out to the God. You know what I'm saying? As far as new people, you know what I mean? Like, I pretty much work with everybody new that I'm feeling, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? The newest people that I'm feeling like who is applying pressure lyrically would have to be like Shay Noir. You know, just off of the simple fact that, you know, I have worked with her and see how she held her own.
Yeah, you
with
guys
all
got
of us,
records for sure.
You know, and you know, she held her own with every single one of us, from Ransom, Benny to me, and you know, we swing.
You know who I like is who's on the BSF album. He was just up here. I like OT the Real too.
I like OT too.
Yeah, he got some.
I like OT too.
He got some real. He be saying shit in a way to be hitting. That makes sense. So shout out to OT, man. Okay, so 7 Shots is out. For you, when you like look at a year, right? Let's say we're at January 2023. Do you automatically know what the year's looking like? Like, I'm gonna put this out, this out, this out, or do you just kind of go with the flow in terms of like release schedule, or like
it depends and shit how much I've been working a year prior. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I've been working a year prior, then yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, this year I didn't really have it figured out. Last year I took a break from the writing side and focused more on the producing and executive producing side. So I really I wasn't really like just going to work like I usually would do when I write. You know what I'm saying? I usually would go make a record, put it to the side, go make records, put it to the side. But I went all that time without doing nothing before 7 Shots.
Yeah.
So I didn't really know when I was gonna drop this year. I just woke up one day, hit my engineer and was like, yo, let's lock in. And we went to the studio and I recorded the whole album that day.
The whole album that day? Because
I recorded the whole
it's
album.
8 records?
Yeah.
8 records?
Yeah.
I mean, so one day.
Yeah, I recorded the whole album that day.
That's fucking crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, and it was a feel. It was a feel. Like, I like to provide a feel. So, you know, that's how I record. I like to capture the energy of that time, you know what I'm saying, and record everything while I'm feeling that energy. And that's why the project sound like that sonically.
For you, there's like obviously guys like yourself, guys like Rock Marcy who will executive produce or produce a whole album for somebody else. Like, what is the approach for when you put your producer hat on, and how does it differentiate from when you are the artist?
Well, my producer hat, I'm basically more or less like a coach.
Right.
I'm just sitting there like just watching and there to actually like critique, not really just, you know, like just to actually help form whatever it is and make sure it's the best.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As a producer, I'm not really, you know, and you know, it's I actually enjoy that a lot more than the artist side. You know what I'm saying?
Being the coach.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? But you know, that's I have to put a lot of time into that when I'm in that mode, you know, just like on a business side. When I'm in business mode, I'm in business mode. I really ain't thinking about writing no raps or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? And when I'm in production mode, I'm banging out 20 beats in a day, you know what I'm saying? So it'd be certain hats. When I'm in rap mode, like right now I'm rapping, I didn't produce one song on 7 Shots because I'm rapping, you know? So I took the producer hat off and I'm reaching out to producers.
Beats, yeah.
And I'm just rapping, you know?
Appreciate y'all watching, but listen, our partners at Blue Chew, they got you handled, fellas and etceteras. Whatever you are, they got it. If you got a dick, Blue Chew is for you because they will make sure your dick performs at all-time levels. I mean, like LeBron, his first 3 seasons with the Heat type levels. I mean, your wife will thank you for it. everybody will thank you for it. Shit, even if you just take a Blue Chew and jerk your dick, it's a stronger jerk. I swear to God, stronger cock jerk for sure. You're gonna be beating your dick like it stole something. So what you got to do is go to bluechew.com right now. Use the promo code Bootleg right now, and you're gonna get your first month free. And this is the great thing about Blue Chew: the same active ingredients as Viagra and as Cialis. But you don't got to go to the doctor's office. Yeah, who wants to go hang out at the doctor's office and be like, hey, doc, you got some cock pills for me? Nobody wants to do that. No, you sign up at Blue Chew, use the promo code Bootleg, and you're getting your first month delivered to your door in discreet packaging. I'm telling you, you're going to thank me later. All right, if you've gotten Blue Chew already, just DM me. Tell me, just DM me. No photos. Just tell me how, let me just tell you, it's fucking amazing. Our producer Cyrus's dad, he's 70, took the Blue Chew. He's fucking just beating down all the senior citizen pussy available in Arizona right now. So go to bluechew.com, use that promo code Bootleg, or just hit the link in the description of this video. Let's get back to the interview. Rochester, obviously, upstate New York in general, up until the last maybe 7-8 years, I feel like, very slept on. I mean, were you locked up when Emilio started to pop a bit? When Breaking Point came out?
I just came home and shit. I just came home around that time and shit. But yeah.
Because when I think of Rochester, I think of you, I think of him, I think of Green Lantern.
Yeah, that's how it started.
Yeah.
With the whole hip hop scene. You know what I'm saying?
I remember having the Team Invasion mixtapes back in the day.
Exactly. Shout out to Team Invasion.
Selling them out to swap meet.
Shout out to Green Lantern. Like, Green Lantern was like the OG of the town that really like opened doors like that, let us know like, okay.
Oh yeah, Eminem's DJ, Jay-Z's DJ, Nas's DJ.
Right.
And one of the coldest producers.
Right. And people don't understand, like, man, I used to sit under Green and study a lot. Like, that's how I know how to put a project together. I understand it, like how I would want to start it and how I would want to make it end. And like, that come from like, really sitting there up under Green.
Green
like,
Lantern
watching.
has got my favorite mixtapes ever probably. And he's probably my favorite mixtape DJ of all time, to be honest, man. So shout out to Green. That's my dog.
Shout out to Green.
He's out in my hometown now in AZ doing his thing, man.
Word up.
Green Lantern, man. So I was going to say, was it... did it work against you not being from New York City or being from the city in that area?
At first, it just started working for me.
Yeah.
That ain't become cool until, recently, these last couple of years.
Right.
Before then, they wasn't jacking that. It was so hard. Like, you know what I mean? Like, New York is real, like, territorial, prideful.
Yeah.
And that where they rep, like, so it's like, they ain't even really like supporting other boroughs, let alone.
Yeah, no, it's like the Bronx, right? Yeah, no, 100%.
Let alone another 5-6 hours away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Serious
That's some
drive
shit that they never even heard of before. So it was real hard for them to like understand where we was coming from. You know what I'm saying? They didn't understand it because, they didn't understand that, these was stories up here and people really getting busy up here if they never been up there or never went to the prison system. You know what I'm saying?
So you think that's gone away recently?
Hell yeah. Like, if I was the understanding.
Yeah, I feel like,
they understand now, like it's another part of New York. That's
because I feel like there was always guys like, obviously Static Select is not from New York, he's from Boston, but I feel like he always would show love on Shade 45 to the guys like, the Griselda guys. That's when I first heard of them, was on Static Freestyle.
Shout out to Static.
K Slay,
yeah, definitely.
But I feel like now, you'll see Funk Flex show support. And obviously shout out to Conway for motivating Flex to challenge every New York rapper to make new music. I'm glad something dope came out of that situation because it looked interesting at first. Shout out to my guy Conway. But for you, man, like in 2022, when you put out a project, what is the like checklist? It's like, okay, the album's gonna come out. We gotta have the merch together. We got to have the vinyl together. Like, what is everything that you got to make sure is put together before you put a project out? Because like we said, you're a hustler. You know how to really ultimately monetize your work, your art. For independent artists that are watching this, like, what are the things that you make sure are all aligned before you put something out?
I make sure that the project is, I make sure it's done and I got all the assets first. Assets meaning like my good artwork,
Social media stuff.
social media stuff, videos, things that I could do that I could use to help with my rollout. I make sure I got all of that before I go and hire a publicist or somebody to help me work it. Because you don't want to hire the publicist
Before
and then
everything's
be
done.
chasing your tail and stuff like that. So the first thing I do is make sure I got all the assets connected to the project. After I got that, then I make sure I got all the merch and stuff, in production. And then that's about it, man. Once I got all of those things lined up, I make sure that I'm with a good distributor to make sure I could get some proper
love.
visibility on these
Right, maybe some playlist
platforms,
pitching.
You know what I'm
maybe,
saying?
Yeah.
Which is very important. And that's about it. Once I got those things in the, I dump. I make sure I turn the music in at least 30 days or more prior to me releasing to give the digital people enough time to do what they need to do with it. Like, you can't just, like us sometimes as artists, we lock ourselves into a date, be like, I want to drop next week. Just get them the music and stuff, You want to actually really turn stuff in,
And then come up with the date.
Yeah.
Because if you come up with the date and the album's not mixed, master, turned in, then you like you said, you handcuff yourself to a date. And
Right.
for artists who don't know, like, you definitely want to turn your shit in 30 days prior for the DSPs.
At least.
At least.
At least, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's about that.
How does somebody get vinyl made? Is that
That
through
shit is
through
hard as hell right now.
Because I heard it's really tough.
It's hard as hell right now, man. So if you
It's like
come
back ordered,
across-
right?
Yeah, man. So listen, vinyl is like gold, man. Y'all get y'all a good piece of vinyl, them things going up in value.
They are. People are collecting them and they're going up.
People are collecting them. Shout out to the collectors, man. Y'all go on eBay and stuff. Y'all gonna see some pieces of vinyl in there that's selling for thousands of dollars and
Shit's
stuff
crazy.
like that, man. So when I get ready to drop 7 shots, y'all make sure y'all stand in line and get a piece of this, because it's only gonna be a limited amount, and they ain't gonna do nothing but go up in price. It's like all other valuable things.
We got to stop the interview, tell you about our partners at Odd Socks. Well, first of all, let's check out the brand new collab. Look at these, the Bootleg Kev sock. You see my pink ass face on those fucking socks? Nobody wants to buy those. We're going to figure out a way to give them away, though. But look, Odd Socks, the most comfortable socks in the world. And the best thing about Odd Socks is they're our family, man. I've been rocking with these guys for about 10 years now, and I will not wear anything else on my feet. Like, I swear to God, I'm about to take my shoe off. I'm about to take, look, what is this? Smells great too. That's an Odd Sock right there. That's an Odd Sock basic. You know what I'm saying? We fuck with Odd Socks. You should too. They got the crazy licenses. We're talking about Nickelodeon. Shout out to Patrick. Motherfucking Cheez-Its. Baywatch. How about macaroni underwear? Look at these boys right here. Let's just crack these motherfuckers open real quick. What do we got in here? Come on, man. Yeah, a little Pop-Tart underwear. You know what I mean? Yeah. These are the Odd Socks basics. All right. So if you go to the website right now, order you some underwear, order you some socks, use the promo code BootlegKev. That's one word altogether, BootlegKev, and you will save 20% off at checkout. Go to oddsocksofficial.com. One more time, that's oddsocksofficial.com, promo code BootlegKev, and you will save 20% off your order. Of course, we're presented by Odd Socks, and we are proud to say so. All right, let's get back to the interview. Removing your project and any projects you've been a part of from this year, what is your favorite album? What's your album of the year so far, 2022?
Oh, shit, man. I mean, what did I listen to this year, man? Damn, man. I don't want to shit on
Give me like
anybody.
3 of them.
I don't listen to people. How about that?
You didn't listen to the Pusha T album?
Nah,
It's fire.
I gotta go listen to it.
What about Kendrick? Did you listen to Kendrick's album?
Definitely. I heard like what was on the radio, like when him and the chick going back and forth. I thought that shit was dope.
Him and the chick, yeah.
I didn't go listen to it though. I'm kind of weird when it come to music.
Right.
I gotta have like, I don't know, bro. I'm a little weird and shit when it come to me. I don't listen to like
That's
people.
fair.
Yeah, like that.
What about, who would you consider your top like 4 or 5, like your personal, it don't gotta be the greatest of all time. I'm talking about just like your personal favorites, just MCs all time.
Cool G Rap I put at the top of the list.
Yeah, obviously
The rest of these ain't in no order, but G Rap start first. You know what I'm saying?
and yeah, you've obviously got music dedicated to him. Shout out to Cool G Rap.
Shit. Hove. Not just from lyrical content, from the feel.
Everything.
Everything. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Nas for creativity.
Fucking rewind, man.
Like creativity. Like I got different rappers that's for different things.
Yeah.
Tupac for emotion, pain.
Yep.
That was the first person that made me feel something. Like,
Yep.
oh, I feel sad or I feel happy. I feel Tupac from pain.
One more.
One more, huh? Damn. Big.
Big.
Yeah, without a doubt. Big for just like flow.
The best flow ever.
Flow.
Butter.
Flow. Like big for flow. Like, period. Like
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's a great 5. Shout out Cool G Rap too, man. Don't get enough flowers out here.
honorable mention Big Pun.
Pun, man.
Honorable mention Pun.
Capital
man.
punishment.
You know
My
what I'm
God.
saying? Yeah.
That's one of the biggest what ifs. I'm like, man, what if Pun would have never passed, man? Shit, where would he be at right now? I mean, shit, Biggie and Tupac. We can say that about all 3 of them, right?
Word up.
Shit. Be a whole different landscape of this whole game, bro.
That's a fact.
It'd be insane, man. What do you got coming? Do you have anything else coming the rest of the year? Or anything on the books? More music? Or you just working 7 shots?
Right now I'm working 7 shots, but I got some shit. I don't know if I want to announce it yet because I don't know when it's coming. But what I can announce and tell y'all that me and Conway did an album during the pandemic.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is it coming out?
It's coming out 2023. Y'all get ready for that.
Has Conway convinced you to visit him in Denver yet?
Nah, I ain't go out there yet.
He's pretty much living there now.
word?
I went and saw him last month.
Oh, word.
He,
That's dope.
he fucking fell in love with Denver, and it's just not lie. He's just not leaving.
I gotta go. I never even been. I gotta go check that shit out.
You've never been to Denver?
I never been to Denver.
Just go out there. Conway's got he's got it sewed up out there. They treat him like you would think he's from Denver. We was moving around at the strip club, fucking weed grows, all kinds of shit.
That's dope.
So Conway and Spesh album 2023.
Facts.
Love to hear it.
Yep.
There it is, man. I appreciate you pulling up. You just also just did a crazy freestyle, which is a different YouTube video. Go watch that shit. That shit was insane.
Check me out.
What is the website people can go support?
The Trust Station, thetruststation.com. Y'all could go get merch. Y'all could go and get vinyl. Y'all could go and listen to my own radio station on thetruststation.com. Y'all could go and listen to my radio station.
You're curating the playlist.
I'm curating the playlist, man. But you all know I got some shows in there too. You know what I'm saying? That is live as well and shit. You know what I mean? The app will be launching soon, and y'all gonna be hearing more.
You're gonna have the
about
app coming?
Definitely, the app is coming soon.
So people will be able to ride around and listen to your radio station in the
Right
car.
from their phone.
Yeah.
But right now you can still do it. You could go to thetruststation.com
Oh,
and
from your
listen
phone,
to it
yeah.
and listen to it right from the site, from your browser. But the app is on the way.
Ooh,
You know what I mean?
big
So,
things coming, man.
Trust.
You're gonna be dropping like exclusive music on the app first.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That's smart, bro.
Hell yeah.
There it is, man. 38 Spesh. Appreciate you pulling up, brother. Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
you having me, bro.
Fire.
Yes, sir.
Boom.